Ringside Side Eyes with Jimmy Vibes.
You just want to talk wrestling bullshit. We've said it. No, you're in the river, bitch. Hello, guys. What's up? How's you? Hey, guys. What's up? Hey, my guys. What's up? How you guys are doing? What up, y'all? How you guys doing? I've missed you guys, but I'm not even gonna give you guys that fucking slop story about why I wasn't here and this, that, and the third. Girl, I got busy. Things are going on. And fuck that shit. I'm here. And I'm here to talk about some fucking wrestling. I'm excited to talk to you guys. This week, we had the Elimination Chamber, obviously. We had Ronda Rousey pop up once again into WWE. Actually, she popped up twice this week, which was really dope. We're going to talk about that. So let's just start off with the Elimination Chamber, baby. Because, guys, it's just me today. And I'm trying to get this done in under an hour. I know some of you guys love the long shows, but baby, I can't do a long show today. I got to really get into it. So if it seems like I'm rushing through it, I apologize because I really want to answer you guys' questions towards the end of the show. So let's just start off with the Elimination Chamber. First of all, I want to say it was a good match. It was a great match. I loved it. From Absolution, Mandy, and Sonya Deville. Fucking Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville is really good. She is just really good. I'm super impressed with her. I love how far she's come. And she's really brought in her MMA background into wrestling. And I love the way she incorporated it with her moveset. And as for Mandy, I think Mandy's doing really well. I know that last week she had a little mishap, and there was a couple of miscommunications in her match, and I noticed that a lot of the fans were like so hard on her for that. And I just gotta cut her a break because she hasn't had that many televised matches. So I'm just gonna wrap it up into nerves. You gotta give the girl time to gel and really start feeling out her role on the main roster. And I feel like at the Elimination Chamber, she did well. Like, I love that that nice fucking bicycle knee that she did off the mid rope. That was really cool. Also, Sonya Spear. I lived for Sonya Spear after Mandy. I forget who it was. I believe they were wrestling Bayley. Bayley took a forearm, and then Sonya came in with a stiff takedown spear. I thought that was cool. And then you had that spot, and then Sasha gets in it, and when Sasha and Bayley worked on Sonya, and it threw her into the gate. And then another thing, I saw like a lot of things on social media where people saying, "Oh, Sasha don't work safe, Sasha this, Sasha that." Look at how she just let Sonya fall on her head. Oh, thank God for Bayley. You fucking tards. That was Bayley's job. Bayley's job in that maneuver was to protect her neck. It doesn't take two people to protect someone's neck. It takes one person who's very experienced, such as Bayley, and Sonya landed perfectly. And Bayley had that. That was Bayley's job. So, for the birds. I can't believe I'm even mentioning that, but well, whatever. But fucking Sasha came in hot. She was just kicking ass, and she eliminated Mandy. And then you had Mickie James come in, and Mickie James with the new gear. Okay, Mickie. I like the gear at Elimination Chamber. I thought it was cute. I could do without the headband, but it was all right. But Mickie came out on fire, and it was quick though. Well, you know, she eliminated Sonya though. At least they gave her an elimination. But you know, Mickie was quickly eliminated shortly after. I forget who eliminated her. But then we had Sasha and Bayley, when Sasha just fucking stabbed Bayley in the front, not the back, in the front. She kicked Bayley down right off the pod. That was a bit shocking. I thought that was cool. Good spot. And fucking Alexa Bliss, man. Alexa Bliss with the Twisted Bliss off the pod, and with Sasha reversing it into the bank statement. That whole sequence into the other side of the chamber where Sasha hit her head into the pod, and then Alexa hits her with that surprise DDT for the win, and she won the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber match and retained her WWE Women's Championship. Now, I predicted that Alexa Bliss would maintain. I think a lot of people kind of seen that coming, but it just had to be that way, I feel like. So I was happy with the outcome of the Elimination Chamber. I thought it was cool. We had a match with Nia and Asuka. Now, Nia did really well in this match. Nia works really well with Asuka. They just work really well together. I love it. I love how Nia's so dominating and, she's the powerhouse, and Asuka's playful and a striker, and she'll choke you out if you're not paying attention. So I thought it was cool. I loved how the crowd was super into the match. And the finish was great. I liked that it was a surprise roll-up on Nia. Like, I knew Asuka was going to lose. Like, come on, we all knew that. But, Nia set her up for the powerbomb. Nia was very dominating, but, a little mishap, and Asuka rolled her up. Now, while Asuka was celebrating post-match, she gets attacked by Nia, and Nia spears her through the barricades, which was dope. That's the second time Nia's done that. So it's starting to become a thing with Nia. So it was pretty cool that WWE incorporated that. I like that. So shout out to Nia and Asuka. They did really, really good. And Asuka's really like finding her place on the main roster, I'd say. Like, Asuka just did it. Like, and when WWE first brought her in, I was like, damn, I'm curious to see where she's gonna land in the WWE. How is she gonna fit into the WWE roster? And bitch, not only did she fit in, she took over that motherfucker. That ring belongs to Asuka, and she's so captivating. So it was good. And Asuka's booking has been really well on Monday Night Raw ever since she was inserted into the WWE Raw side. They've really picked up in the women's division with Asuka, and it looks like they're rebuilding the division around Asuka, as they should. Now, later in the night, we had Angle, Triple H, and Stephanie come out for a segment with Ronda, where Ronda's going to come out and sign her segment. And, we all seen that segment. Now, what I will say is, I'm okay with her going straight into a tag match and then not putting her straight into a championship match, because that leaves an open door for somebody else for that opportunity against Charlotte. Now, when it comes to Ronda's performance, I think Ronda is going to do really well. I do. And I know there was such a resistance because we didn't want WWE to turn her into the Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean? And that possibility is still out there. But Ronda's saying that she wants to earn our respect. So, I'm going to just sit back and I'm going to see how it all unfolds. She's here now. We got to embrace it. We got to move with it. And I thought the segment was strong. I like that she put Triple H through the table. And I loved how Kurt Angle just spilled the beans on Stephanie and Triple H. So clearly they're setting up for Angle and Triple H versus Ronda and Stephanie, which I'm okay with. I'm cool with. So, and then they were teasing that Ronda might show up on Raw. So now we fast forward to Monday Night Raw, where you have Alexa Bliss and Mickie James come out to open up Monday Night Raw, and it was a bit of a surprise to see Alexa with Mickie James, but I know that her and Mickie James have become a little friendly. Like, I guess, like, Mickie James got her eye out, but she's okay with Alexa. And mind you, Mickie James comes out with my favorite Mickie James gear ever. I think that's the cutest gear Mickie James owns, and I hope she sticks to it. I loved it. I loved it back then, and I love it now. I'm glad the lampshades have took a girl eye. All right, ain't nobody here for that. So I'm looking forward to this new side of Mickie James. And I saw a lot of things on Twitter, because you guys know that's my favorite part of the show, is when we talk about social media and WWE, the universe. And a lot of people, I've been seeing more than usual, that a lot of people are really getting behind Mickie James becoming champion. There's a report out that WWE is very high on Mickie James. They like that all the women backstage look at Mickie James and they kind of put her in that leadership role. A lot of girls look up to Mickie James because, she's experienced, she's seasoned. And she's been, Mickie James looks great. She's putting on great matches. So WWE is very happy with rehiring Mickie James. So a lot of people are like, oh, well, then put a fucking belt on her, blah, blah, blah. Mickie James doesn't need a belt. And that's not what WWE brought Mickie James back for. They brought Mickie James back to do spots like the Elimination Chamber, where she came in like a firecracker and just lit up that match and made other girls look great. While she made herself look great. So it was, Mickey's in a good position right now. I don't think she needs the championship. But Alexa Bliss opens up the show. She talks about her victory. She talks about how a lot of people didn't think that she could do it, but she did it, And then she talks about Asuka and how that she's ready for Asuka and all that good stuff. We all seen that segment. And I liked when Asuka came out to interrupt her, and Asuka came walking out like, bitch, I'm gonna rip your freaking face off for even mentioning my name. And Alexa Bliss tells Asuka to wipe that smirk off her face before she does. And then Naya's theme song hits. I like that how they display the irresistible force with Naya. I kind of like that. It has a ring to it with Naya. And then Naya comes out. And Asuka just attacks Alexa Bliss. And then she just backhands Mickie James out of nowhere, which took me by surprise. But, Mickie James is sitting there siding with her. So Asuka didn't know, so Asuka just took a shot at her. Bayley and Sasha come out for the save, and then it forms into a 6-woman tag. Now, I'm okay with it becoming a 6-woman tag because I like a lead up to a 6-woman tag. I don't like it randomly done. Just, oh, by the way, there's a 6-woman tag match next week. Oh, by the way, or they don't even tell us, it just happens. I like when they build up towards it, so... It was a typical women's tag match until Bayley jumped off the apron and avoided Sasha's tag. Now, bitch, I gagged. That one, I didn't see that one coming. I was like, okay, what else are they going to tease us with this whole Bayley and Sasha thing? Because now it's starting to get a little annoying because they'll tease it and then they're best friends again for like 3 weeks and then they'll tease it again when it gets stale. But this time, they switched it up on us. They had Bayley be the aggressor, Bayley be the one to walk away and leave Charlotte. So maybe Bayley's finally learning her lesson that when it comes to competition, put yourself first because Sasha Banks ain't thinking about you, boo. So, and I love the storytelling. So they're really taking their time with this Bayley and Sasha feud because they know the fans are like fiending for it, and it's gonna be a good one because Bayley's a great babyface and Sasha is an amazing heel. WWE hasn't tapped into that yet. NXT has, but WWE itself, main roster hasn't. So I really feel like when Sasha makes that switch, it's gonna be a problem. They're gonna put that belt right back on her. So I'm okay with Sasha not being champion, but the tease is pretty good, and I liked how the look on Sasha's face, like she was like in shock. And Asuka makes the hot tag in. She comes in on fire, and then she gets into a little mishap with the girls when they were trying to, the numbers came up, and Bayley came into the ring to help out Asuka, and Asuka makes Mickie James tap. So it was very interesting that Bayley came in to help out Asuka, but she refused to help Sasha. So it's just going to make you want to tune in next week and see what goes on. Because, it's a fucking storyline. Something that SmackDown doesn't know about. But I liked at the end of the match when Sasha just stares at Bayley like, oh, bitch, I'm going to fuck you up. So, it was good, and I'm excited for Monday Night Raw. I can't wait to see where the storyline's gonna go. If Sasha's just gonna finally do the full turn, we don't know yet. We just gotta be patient, and it's gonna happen. It's coming, and it's coming quick. So get ready, guys. Maybe post-Mania. Maybe the night after WrestleMania. We'll see. Or maybe before WrestleMania. Are they really going to pull the trigger and give us the Bayley and Sasha WrestleMania match? I feel like they should at this point. They definitely should be working towards that. But what else we could talk? Let's talk a little bit about SmackDown, girl. Let's do that. So we had I don't even remember the match. Oh, Ruby Riott versus Naomi. And, the Riot Squad comes out. They do their regular, same old thing. And then Charlotte comes out. Becky comes out. And then Naomi comes back with that. See, and then you guys get mad at me because I call out Naomi on this corny shit. Like, Naomi, girl, leave that corny shit for Total Divas. Ain't nobody here for that wig. I'm not, no. And then people are like, it's funny. She's going to pull the wig out. It gives it's corny. I'm sorry. I'm so glad that she finally nailed down her gear, and I feel like this gear is the one that she stuck to the longest. So she really likes this gear, which is good because I like the gear too. But now, Naomi, you gotta give us the wig, girl. Like, Naomi, you're already perfect. Like, don't fix what's not broken. That's my issue with Naomi. Naomi always wants to impress us and go over and above and beyond, and she gets lost up there, and she needs to ground herself a little bit. She needs to, I don't know. I just thought the wig was stupid last week, and the wig was stupid. The wig was really ugly this week. Last week was a mess. This week was just ugly. So Naomi, girl, stick with the long black hair with the neon. That's the Naomi that I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. But, she had a match with Ruby, and her and Ruby work really well together. Naomi works really well with a lot of people. I haven't met one person that Naomi, or seen one person that Naomi just can't have a good match with. Because Naomi pretty much meshes and molds and finds her way to have good matches with girls, and that's one of the reasons why I like Naomi. And Ruby's a smaller girl, and Naomi's a high flyer, but they still work really, really great together. I like the segment in the match when they both did the high kicks and they kicked each other in the head, and Ruby really got her leg up that high up like Naomi did, and I thought it was really sick. It was a cool little moment. And then mid-match they had Carmella doing the Ask Carmella questions on Twitter. I was like, oh, did they just remember that Carmella's there, Miss Money in the Bank, and she's active on the roster, but they don't use her for TV. So I guess now with Mania season around the corner, they're going to start incorporating more of Carmella. So that's kind of hinting that maybe Carmella can cash in soon. But fucking SmackDown, you guys couldn't have did a better job incorporating fucking Carmella into the TV show besides giving her a 5-second promo mid-match. That was so stupid. Like, SmackDown is just so bad. It's so bad, guys. I didn't even watch the show. I didn't. This is what I did. I watched The Housewives. After The Housewives finished, I turned on SmackDown. I fast forward until I seen Charlotte, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, let me rewind a bit. So I rewind a bit, and then I saw the Riot Squad come out. I was like, all right, I guess this is the segment, because SmackDown, apparently now, they're only booking women on one segment. So I remember the time, it was not too long ago, when was it, last year for the Elimination Chamber, we had 3 women's matches from SmackDown, and this time of year, we could only get one segment and all the girls are involved in it, and they even had to throw Carmella in that fucking one segment backstage during mid-match. Like, really? You guys couldn't incorporate Carmella after a commercial break backstage somewhere doing something? It's gonna be that dumbass shit. Like, it was just so stupid. So SmackDown, that's why I'm excited for this draft. This draft needs to happen. They need to break up these stables, and you guys can ask me, James, who do you think should go here? Who do you think should go on Raw? Who do you think should come from NXT? I don't care. I don't care who goes where. At this point, I don't care. Just give me storylines. Give me something to invest in, something to sink my teeth into. Look at this Bayley and Sasha thing. I'm excited for it on Monday Night Raw. And then you got the Alexa Bliss and Asuka and the Nia Jax hovering around. I'm here for it. And on SmackDown, I got nothing but fucking tag matches. And Ruby's going up against Charlotte on Fastlane. What are you doing, SmackDown? Why are you paying these people? Like, it just doesn't make any... I'm tired of complaining about it. I'm just over it. I'm over it. So that's that. That's why it's going to be a short show, guys. There's not much to talk about. SmackDown didn't give us anything. I didn't watch NXT last week, but I do know that Shayna and Kyrie have a match tonight, so I'm really excited for that. So I'm going to check in on NXT tonight to check in on that. And also, speaking of NXT... the reason why the Iconic Duo has been missing, guys, is because the girls got duos for themselves, if you know what I mean. They got the boobies, they got the girls done. So I know a lot of people were like throwing shade at them. Oh, they choose their looks over wrestling. They looked fine. Like, this is showbiz. If they want to feel sexy, go for it, girl. It's your body. Do what you gotta do. As long as they're healthy, I'm here for it. So I'm excited. They should be back soon. So get ready for the Iconic Duo, motherfuckers. I'm excited for them. Who knows? They might just pop up on the main roster and just skip NXT. because I really feel like the main roster needs that. But since we're gonna have that draft soon, maybe they should wait a bit. I still feel like the Iconic Duo is coming to the main roster around SummerSlam. Maybe post SummerSlam or before SummerSlam. But also we have some more news. Paige opened, had a grand opening store. Soraya, yeah, that's her name. And shout out to Paige. Good luck to you. She partnered up with Rosa Mendez's fiance's company and came up with that whole brand. And she has some cute stuff. So shout out to you, Paige. You know, I like a girl who's working. You know, that whole tragic thing with what happened with Paige in her in-ring career. We really don't know what's going on yet. Paige has yet to confirm anything. So maybe there's a possibility of her rehabbing and coming back into the ring. So I'm still not holding out on that with Paige. So you never fucking know. And I kind of hope so. And it's crazy how Raw just, you know, they rerouted. They figured it out when Paige got injured. And they're still putting out a good product. I don't understand why SmackDown can't get their shit together. I know a lot of people are blaming Road Dogg. But I don't know. He's not the head writer of SmackDown. Vince still has full control. So you don't know who to blame. You just don't know. So it motherfucking is what it is. So guys, like I said, this is gonna be a short show. I don't have many topics. I don't have a lot of things to talk about. And I don't want to sit here and just ramble and talk about nothing. Maybe I could talk about my life, but you guys don't really give a shit about my life. Do you guys care? Like, maybe some of you guys care because you guys know. You're my peoples, and I'm your people. So let's take some questions. We're going to do that. I'm sorry, guys. This is a short show. It is. I know I wasn't here last week, but apologies. I love you. And hopefully something interesting happens next week and we can have more things to talk about. But let's do some questions. Okay, this question's from Megan G. My girl, Megan. She asks, who's more deserving of Miz's IC title? Finn, the sex pot Balor, or Seth, who I hate Rollins? Now, you tried it with the Seth, who I hate Rollins, because I love Seth Rollins. Megan, I didn't know that you didn't like Seth Rollins. But they're both sex pots, if you ask me, baby. So, I hope that it's a triple threat match at WrestleMania. I'm sorry. I'll be there personally, and I would love to see Balor, Seth, and Miz for the IC Championship. I feel like that would be a great match. But as for who to win, I kind of want to see Seth Rollins as the Intercontinental Champion. I just do. I think it would be a good fit. I want to see Finn in the main event for a bit. Next question. The one Allie. Since the draft is in April, a bit far away, but why not? Which girls would you see? Allie, I'm sorry, girl. I just answered this earlier. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm not even going to think about it because then I'm just going to get disappointed. I don't care. I don't care where the girls land. Just give me storylines. That's our issue. Us as fans need to stop worrying about who's on which roster and who's on this roster and who's working with who's working with that, who got a title shot. We shouldn't worry about that. We need to worry about who's writing the material for the characters that we invest in. I want to know. I'm tired of the tag matches. I'm tired of there's no storyline, have a match, and keep it pushing. Oh, next week you'll have a match with her. Why is she having a match with her? Oh, because she beat her friend. Who gives a fuck? Give me a reason why they're having a match. I'm over it. So next, Destiny Yvonne. Hello, baby. I love you, Destiny. Destiny asks, since Asuka is rumored to challenge Charlotte at Mania, do you think Becky and Naomi will be left off the card, or will they get a match? I don't think Asuka's challenging Charlotte. I think Asuka is going after Alexa Bliss. I just do. And I think that we might get the Becky Lynch and Naomi triple threat with Charlotte. That's the match that needs to happen. Right now, they're all teamed up and everything, and then you have the new girls, the Riot Squad. I have a feeling that SmackDown is going to give us a multi-woman match, the same shit they gave us last year, because SmackDown hasn't been booking anything proper lately. So let's not be naive and think they're going to give us something special for SmackDown. I think it's going to be a multi-woman match. Who knows? Because honestly, I don't know. I'm so frustrated with SmackDown. And my girl, like you guys obviously know, you guys know I love Charlotte Down. And I'm frustrated with SmackDown because they're not doing anything with the champion. They're not doing it. When's the last time the champion had a legit feud? There hasn't been. They have fucking Charlotte. They have fucking Naomi. They have Becky Lynch, one of the biggest baby faces in the company. And they're not using them properly. At all. They have the Riot Squad who came in on fire. Now they're fizzling out. It's boring. I don't know. So Nick, Prince Pipebomb asks, James, will you ever get back into interviews on the channel? If so, who are the few women you want to have a sit-down chat with? Obviously, I would love to do more interviews, but I'm not kissing anybody's ass to sit down with me and talk with me for an hour. No, I'm not going to stick my neck out for it. I don't care for it, but I would love to sit down and chat with Mandy Leon. I would love to talk to Eve Torres, Michelle McCool. Those are some of the big names I would like to talk to. But any girl that would love to come on and chit-chat with me, I'm here for it. I already have one girl that's getting ready to come on. Hanaya. Me and Hanaya's talked about it. And she'll be on the show soon, guys. So if you didn't know, now you know. Yeah, other than that, like, I'm not, I just don't care for it. I'd rather have the listeners come for me instead of an interview, I guess. Our next question we have from Luna170, who must be a new listener because I don't remember this name, KO35, or maybe you change your tag name because you girls be changing them tag lanes more than some bitches changing underwears. So, KO35 asks, thoughts on Mickey and Alexa reuniting again? I think it's cute. I think Mickey can be that transition that helps Alexa blend into that baby face mode as Sasha transitions into a heel. So you know what I mean? It'll be like a switch. So, and I think putting her with Mickey will help that. So I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with it. For now, we'll see. Wrestling fan, actually, at the superstar asks, do you think Alexa Bliss and Summer Rae dislike each other since neither of them follow each other on social media and Summer is besties with Sasha, who doesn't like what? Oh, sorry. Summer is besties with Sasha, who doesn't like Alexa. Well, I mean, maybe. It's possible. Not everybody you work with, you're going to get along with. There's people that I work with. I'm cordial with them at work, as I'm sure there's people at work that you're cordial with, but you don't fuck with them. That's not your motherfucking cup of tea, but at work you're cordial. So it's possible. And if it's true, whatever. What the fuck ever. I don't give a fuck that Summer Rae don't like Alexa Bliss, and I don't give a fuck that Alexa Bliss don't like Sasha Banks. Just give me good matches. So not everybody's gonna like each other, but it is some good tea. The superstar asks, who do you think will face Charlotte at WrestleMania 34 for the SmackDown Women's Championship? Like I said a couple of minutes ago, I think it's going to be a multi-women's match for sure. And I don't have high hopes for it. SmackDown has just been dropping the damn ball. So it is what it is. We'll just have to wait and see. And I'm sure the girls on SmackDown are frustrated as well. I saw Lana posting on her frustrations on Twitter this week. So, the girls are not happy. The next question is from SS Bleach Fan. He asks, do you think Asuka is really facing Alexa at WrestleMania? Will they swerve and have her face Charlotte? Because Asuka never said who she wants to face. But on Raw, everyone's assuming that she's going to face Alexa. I mean, all right, if she goes and faces Charlotte, then who's going to face Alexa? Is it going to be Nia? you know? So who knows? I don't know. I would like to see Asuka and Charlotte at WrestleMania. I think that would be an amazing match. But I don't know. I just don't know. That's the big question. King JJ130 asks, what are your thoughts on the hate Sonya and Mandy, mostly Mandy, have gotten since their debut? And who do you think is the better overall talent between the two? I don't understand the hate. I really don't. I'm just like, whatever. People just hate to hate. Social media trolls. That's what they do. But with Mandy, Mandy's just figuring it out. Some people get it right away, like Sonya is just nailing it. I'm sorry, Sonya's on fucking fire. And some people take a little more time to adjust wrestling on television. So, but out of the two, I'm very impressed with Sonya Deville. King JJ asks another question. He asks, you hear me? What SmackDown women's title match would you rather have at Mania? Charlotte versus Asuka or Charlotte Naomi Becky? Charlotte Naomi Becky for sure. Bella K. Royce asked, thoughts on Naomi using that Party City wig during her entrance? I think I already gave you guys my thoughts. It was a fucking mess, and you're shady for that question, trying to get me in trouble by the name up. Either way, they're going to come for me for what I said earlier. I really don't give a shit. Naomi just does the absolute most when she doesn't need to, when it comes to her look and her entrance. Naomi, less is more, baby. Less is more. Girl, you already glow. You glow. She glows. She had a glowing championship. Now you got to have a glowing wig, girl. Calm down. Pump the brakes. And to her fans, not everything she does is cute. Not everything Charlotte does is cute. Not everything Natty does is cute. Because I know you guys want to come at me like, ooh, Natty can fart on TV and you're going to think it's cute and funny. Like, don't play me, bitch. Don't play me. But that is a mess. So, it is what it is. It is what it motherfucking is. So, do I have any more questions? Let me look at it. Let me see. No, I think I answered all the questions that I got in the past 2 days. And I want to thank you guys for the ones who sent me in questions. I want to thank the ones who actually sat down and listened to the show with me. I don't know how long this is going. We might be under an hour. So, yeah, I have nothing else to say. I don't want to ramble on for too long. But, guys, I will be back next week, okay? We'll probably have a longer show. Hopefully we have more material to talk about. Next time, you know what? Send me topics. If we have a slow week like this, and on top of asking for questions, I'm going to tell you guys to send me topics. Because sometimes you guys come up with good stuff, and it's very provoking. I want to talk about it. So we'll do that next week. So once again, guys, I'm really sorry for the short show. I kind of feel like I'm ripping you guys off. You know what I mean? And you guys know I love you guys down. And I thank you guys for the support. You guys build me up. And I just wanted to come on and do the show for you guys, okay? I'm a bit under the weather today. I have a raging headache, but I didn't want to start off the show with excuses. But go easy on me. I'm sorry for the short show. I love you guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys next week. Toodaloo.